After creating what many people thought to be a cinematic disaster, Rian Johnson needed to come out with an amazing film to win them back. And I think he did this with Knives Out. Let's get into the review. What's going on, everybody? My name is Dominic. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe down below for movie content every single day that you're not going to want to miss. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2019 film Knives Out, directed and written by Rian Johnson. Now, as I said earlier, Rian Johnson also made Star Wars: The Last Jedi, which was one of the most polarizing films of all time, to be honest. So many Star Wars fans just absolutely hated it, but then the critics absolutely loved it. This is because Rian Johnson's style of filmmaking is just caters to critics. He has an amazing cinematography and just camera work. His shots all look amazing. And then the acting in all of his films seems to be pretty good. Now, moving into Knives Out, we have the same sort of stuff. So his cinematography, his camera work, all is still amazing, beautiful. Also, the acting is phenomenal. He got probably one of the best casts I've ever seen. So many talented names like Christopher Plummer, Ana de Armas, Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, and Jamie Lee Curtis. This film was absolutely stacked head to toe with amazing talent, and they all delivered a beautiful performance. The standout here, in my personal opinion, is Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc. He was just such a fun character. You could tell Daniel Craig was just having a great time giving his take on this character. But also, not to forget Ana de Armas as our main character. She was absolutely phenomenal. In a world that was just filled with all these crazy and over-the-top characters, she kind of gave us a grounded character to relate more to. On top of this, the story and script was absolutely a masterpiece. Throughout this entire film, every I'd say 30 minutes or so, we get a new twist that completely reshapes the momentum of the film going forward, and I think this was just perfectly executed. You don't see any of them coming, and it's just amazing. Also, not to give too many spoilers, I thought throughout the first third of the film I was super into it. Everything was amazing. The suspense was beyond what I expected. But then moving into the second act, I was like, okay, I wasn't too sure about it, but at the same time it was still grabbing me and keeping my attention. But then moving into the third act, it just blew me away. This act was absolutely phenomenal. I heard some people saying that it was a little bit messy, which I can see, but at the same time, this one just absolutely was phenomenal. As a whole, this film just really worked for me. I had an absolute blast with this one. Now, the only con I have for this film was the underutilization of a few characters. Most specifically, Jaden Martell and Jamie Lee Curtis. I was coming into this film fully expecting Jamie Lee Curtis to be one of the main characters, and although she gets a decent amount of screen time, you don't really see her as one of the main characters. Also, Jaden Martell, one of my favorite actors. When he came in, I saw him in It. I was really pumped to see him in the trailer, but then you see it in the film. There's just a few times where the characters make jokes at his expense, and then only a few scenes where he's in the main focus. So he really didn't get that much screen time, which was a little disappointing for me. But at the same time, we got all of our main characters, and they just all delivered amazing performances, so it all worked out in the end. That is it for my take of this film, Knives Out, from 2019. As I said before, I really didn't like The Last Jedi. I wouldn't say it ruined Star Wars like a lot of people said, but I definitely think it is on the lower half of the Star Wars series. This left me a bad taste in my mouth with Rian Johnson. Going into this film, wasn't expecting too much, but I came out of it with an absolutely amazing film. This one, probably one of my favorites that I saw in 2019, maybe my favorite. And yeah, with this film, I'm gonna give it a 92%. This is an amazing film. I would have gave it a higher rating, but my only problem is that I feel like since it's like a whodunit mystery film, I just don't know if that same feeling and same like just gripping tension that it had will stay when I rewatch the film, because I already know what happens. Then again, who knows? I've only seen it one time, so when I rewatch it, I'll let you guys know my thoughts. But for now, I'm giving it a 92% because I feel like it's going to be the most powerful on a first watch. Thank you all so much for watching this review from me. If you enjoyed, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe down below for more daily content. Also share this video with your friends because I'm trying to build a nice big community for everyone to talk movies. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.